Hey there, it's Heather Hakes. Welcome back to my channel. Have you ever found yourself in a space of waiting for something to happen and then you'll be happy, waiting to make more money, waiting to find that special someone, and then you'll feel whole and complete? Today, I'm going to help you break that cycle and close the gap from where you are to where you want to be so you can actually have those desires. Before we get started, the first step to creating change in your life is always awareness. And I have a free resource to help you get started. I'm going to include a link below. You can also find it directly on my website, Take the Life Assessment. There's a common trap I find most people in, and I can relate because I used to be this way. And what I call this is conditional living. So let me ask you a question to get started. Have you ever found yourself in a space of when I fill in the blank? When I make more money, then I'll feel financially free. When I lose weight, then I'll feel healthy or confident. When I climb the corporate ladder, when I get the next thing, when I buy the bigger house. When you live this way, the target is always moving, and we have it backwards. When you live this way, again, I call it conditional living. When I have more money, success, love, freedom, blah, blah, then it produces an internal effect, an internal feeling and emotion. And that's just working backwards, and it's working the hard way, and you're never going to get there. So today I want to help you break this cycle, and I'm going to teach you the 3 steps on how to actually get the financial freedom, the success, the happiness, fulfillment, and whatever it is that you are seeking. Because you can have, be, and do anything you want in this lifetime. But first, you have to get out of your own way. So what is this teaching? What is this principle? It's 3 steps. Let's start at the top. First step to create change in life, you have to know, what do you want in your life? Now, it is very easy to focus on your current reality, your current circumstances, the amount of money in your bank account, your health, and most of us are focused on the suck. When you're focused on the suck, you can only get more suck, because wherever your focus goes, energy flows. So what I want to help you do is break that. Understand, wherever you're currently at in your life right now is only a reflection or an echo of your past thoughts, emotions, and habits. So in order to get new results, this is where this 3-step principle comes into play, and I want to help you do that. So the first step, no matter where you're currently at, and I want you to take a moment to actually do this work. I'm giving you free coaching. The first step to creating change, what do you want? If you want financial freedom, what is that dollar amount? If you want a new home, what does it look like? If you want a thriving relationship, what is that ideal partner? What is the business? What is it that you want? And I want you to get pen to paper, get out of your head and onto paper, because that helps you create clarity. And that's the first step to creating change in life. You have to have clarity. Where are you going? You need forward focus. Your brain wants to be given a target. So that's step number 1. I'm helping you figure out, what do you want to have? Now let's bring in, how do you close the gap from where you are to these things that you want to have? And what I want to introduce to you is the be, do, have principle. Who do you need to be? What do you need to be doing in order to have the things you want? Now, most people are working this in reverse. When I have this thing, then I will do whatever actions, and then I will be happy. And it just doesn't work that way. You're waiting for external causes to create internal effects, and that's inside out. Here's how reality actually works. And I want to bring in a hermetic principle, mentalism and correspondence. So mentalism states, at all is mind. Your mind is the cause of every effect in your life. That's why the first step in this principle is, who do I need to be? Now, this is where we introduce identity shifting, creating version 2.0, and it's exactly the process I coach my clients through. If you want to fast track to get from where you are to where you want to be, I invite you to apply for one-on-one coaching. I'm going to include a link below, and you can also find it on my website, heatherhakes.com. The second hermetic principle is correspondence, as within, so without. When you understand these 2 alone, it can completely shift your life. So understanding your mind is the cause of every effect in your life, as within, so without. In other words, life is a mirror. Life is only reflecting your internal state of being, which is made up of three things: your habitual thoughts, emotions, and actions. That is it. So now let's get really clear. Who do you need to be? Now, when I've done this years ago, I had to sit down and get really clear because I felt stuck. And maybe that's where you are in your life, but I felt stuck in business. I wanted to create impact and have income, but I had a big $0 in my bank account. So I had to get really clear. Who had I been being? I was full of self-doubt. I felt like an imposter, which was leading to procrastination. Can you see how somebody in that state of being isn't going to create the results, isn't going to have the business and success that they want because I wasn't being a confident business owner with certainty that success was inevitable? That's a completely different state of being. And that's what I had to do. I had to change who I was being and start doing the aligned actions in order to have the success in business that I want. Now, you can use this be, do, have principle for every area of your life. If you want to be financially free, who do you need to be? And number one, you've got to upgrade your money mindset. So again, this be principle, I want you to get really clear on paper. Who do you need to be? What thoughts do you need to be having? So this is the clarity piece. What emotional states do you need to be living from? So this is things like feeling empowered, confident, grateful, abundant, feeling free, because as within, so without. When you are thinking and feeling from this state of being, you will naturally do the aligned actions to get you to have desired results. I'm going to take a quick pause here. If you have questions on this, please drop them below, and I'd love to come back and answer your questions. The biggest thing here is I don't want to complicate life because change can be easy. It's so easy to get over analytical and logical and get so heady in this, and then we get stuck in analysis paralysis. I am giving you the framework, and I want you to understand that it is these three principles. And understand who you've been being has created your current reality. So you have to have patience. This is where that confidence and certainty comes into place. You have to have patience and trust that through repetition and consistency, if you continually showing up as this new state of being and you consistently take those aligned actions and doing the things to, quote, move the needle forward, then you will have your desired outcomes. What happens for us, and here's where you continue staying stuck. We want instant gratification. Let me ask you a question. Let's say your goal, you want to lose 100 pounds. Of course you can lose 100 pounds, but you're going to have to completely shift your lifestyle. You have to become a healthy version of you, doing healthy things like meal prep and getting daily steps and drinking enough water, and then you will have that healthy weight. But can you lose 100 pounds overnight? No. You have to understand it took you time to gain those 100 pounds. It's going to take you time to lose them. But if you understand, create this mentality that it's a long game. And again, when you have the clarity, confidence, and certainty, you will keep showing up, taking one step after another, and you will get to that end result. I promise you this. The biggest blocks that will keep you stuck and not making that progress, keeping you away from the freedom, the fulfillment, the love, and success you seek are resistance, those internal mental blocks like fear, doubt, worry, impatience, and frustration. And that's why the real game comes in. It's self-mastery. When you can master your emotional states, when you can master your actions, and you have the consistency, the sky is not the limit. Your belief system is. And I'm telling you, whether you want to be a millionaire or a billionaire, you want to fly private jets, you want to live in the country, whatever it is that you want, you 100% can have it. And the only thing keeping you away from your desires are internal blocks. It's all mental. So when you shift the script, when you create this identity shift on who you need to be, and you consistently do those aligned actions, you can have whatever it is that you want. Love to hear from you. What is the biggest barrier? What is that biggest desire that you are wanting? Is it financial freedom? Is it health? Is it it a loving relationship, and that helps me create better content aligned with what you are needing. So I'd love to hear from you. Comment below. I'd also like to know, what was your biggest takeaway? What was your epiphany? What was your aha? And finally, I want to wrap all of this up, in which I preach all of the time. Knowledge alone is not power. I gave you the to-dos. I gave you the steps and the framework. Now you need to put this into play. Take some time, sit down, get clear, write pen to paper, figure out who do you need, who have you been? Who do you want to become? What actions do you need to be doing so that you can have the life you can't wait to wake up to? Thanks for tuning in to today's video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you're the first to know when new videos drop, and give me a thumbs up. I'll catch you on the next one.